Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we are looking at another imported snack review, again coming to you from China, and this one is interesting because it's starting to dwell on me that these Asian countries have all of the best flavors, or like the most interesting flavors, because we have Frito-Lay here in the United States, we have Lay's here in the United States, but we do not have this, and that is Texas grilled barbecue flavored chips. I'm interested to try this because going into this, I don't know if I should expect just like a barbecue chip with a little more smokiness, or, they show this steak on the bottom here. Is this chip gonna have a beefy flavor? Well, we're about to find out. Let's take a look at the ingredients though, because it's 2 servings per container, 160 calories per serving, so 320 per bag. In ingredients, you have potato, vegetable oil, barbecue flavor seasoning, and TBHQ. I'm not too sure what TBHQ is. I should probably Google that after this review. But it also contains phenylalanine, which is why, because artificial sweeteners usually have. Oddly enough, in the barbecue flavor seasoning, there's aspartame. I'm not used to seeing that. I don't know if that's a normal thing and I've just never noticed it, but that's interesting for a potato chip. Now, what's also interesting though is there's not a lot of added sugar. It says 2 grams of added sugar, but I don't see sugar in the ingredients. It immediately goes from potato to vegetable oil. It's probably within the barbecue flavor seasoning, if I'm going to be honest, because it says it has citric acid, paprika, disodium 5, ribonucleotide, and aspartame, and then whatever TBHQ is. Anyway, let's open these up. Let's see how these Texas grilled barbecue flavored chips are. Why is this bag harder to open? There we go. Now, offhand, it just kind of looks like a potato chip with just lightly seasoning on it. Like barbecue chips, I'm used to having like a nice thick coat of seasoning on it, which is why I'm wondering if these are different. Let's find out. As I go on to my third chip, it's interesting. Because it's definitely a type of barbecue seasoning that's on here, but it's not your traditional barbecue chip seasoning, which almost tastes like, it's like a lathered barbecue sauce. This kind of tastes more like a dry rub seasoning, like a smoky seasoning. Which is actually taking me a little bit by surprise. Like, you get a little bit of like a hickory smoke flavor to it. And then you do get just like a minor little kind of beefy flavor. But the seasoning itself is very different than what we have traditionally with barbecue chips here in the States. I'm trying to like grab one that has a decent amount of seasoning on it, but none of them seem to do. This is very like lightly dispersed seasoning. But it's good. Now, does it remind me of like a Texas barbecue? Not really. But it's weird that they have like that smokiness to it, right? Not like a sweetness. And I like that. Again, like the fact that this is like a dry rub seasoning versus like a barbecue sauce type barbecue flavor is very intriguing to me. It's very delicious, and you get like a little hint of smokiness. You get like, you definitely can taste the paprika, which is great because I like the flavor of paprika. I had paprika Walker's chips when I was in England. I think I reviewed them, but they were like my go-to chip because they almost tasted like a ketchup chip. But these are, interestingly enough, very freaking good. Now, I wasn't surprised, per se, that they were good. I was more shocked because I didn't really know what I was going into with these. Now, I bought a few other Chinese Lay's varieties that I'm going to be reviewing here on the channel. Some of them are a little bit more interesting. Now, I wanted to start with this one because it seemed like it would be a nice little easing in to interesting flavors from around the world. But barbecue itself is a flavor I'm used to here in the States. So I would give this maybe a 7 out of 10 as a chip. It doesn't do anything wrong, but it's also not anything super spectacular, if you want to be honest. It's good. I would buy these again if I saw them. But, you know, to be fair, I didn't expect this to really be something wild. And it's not. You know, some chips I saw that I didn't buy were like octopus flavored chips. That just was not going to be my vibe to ever pick those up. Maybe once I will, but right now, no. So, if you guys have had these Lay's from China, the Texas grilled barbecue flavor, what do you think of them? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Were you disappointed? Were you surprised like I was? I do like that ingredient-wise, ain't a lot in here. I know some chips here in the States, there's a lot of freaking ingredients, so they're kind of very basic, which is good. But they're tasty. That's my little quick review of these guys. These Lay's Texas grilled barbecue chips from China. Very good. Almost like a dry rub seasoning. Different than what you would have here in the States as a barbecue flavor. But in a way, I like it more because it doesn't taste overly overpowering in like the seasoning. It's mild in the barbecue flavor, but it makes it work. And it makes the chip, for me, a bit more like relaxing or like palatable. And again, I like it. It's dope. If you've had these, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Until my next review or whatever the heck I decide to put up, stay safe. See ya. Bye.